welcome to Supercar Driver TV. Today we're in Surrey at the Octane Collection, having a little look at some of the cars they've got down here. One of my favourites, GT3 RS. This is the white with red, beautiful looking car. So if we make our way up through their showroom here, passing things, we've got old Testarossas, very rare Renault Alpine A610. Everybody's favourite, bright red Ferraris. That's a 458 Speciale Aperta, 599 GTO. I'd like a go in that looks like good fun. Come on, make your way up through here. Challenge Stradale, another good one. I quite like the look of this thing. It's kind of like a Singer, but it's made in Britain. Look at the arches on that. Another great looking car. Anyway, we're not here for any of those today. Today we've come here to drive the Octane Collection's 993 Cup car, which is across the little yard here in their next showroom. We have to pass the turquoise Lamborghini. Everybody loves a Lamborghini. Everyone loves the scissor doors, don't they? Check out the engine bay on one of these. You might not have all seen this. The big V12, for some reason, they print the firing order on the engine bay. No idea why they do that. It's a Lamborghini thing. But I think it's rather cool. Come and have a look what we're here to see. The yellow car in the corner. 993 Cup race car. We're going to have a look round that car, then we're going to take it out on the roads because someone's made it road legal, so it'd be rude not to. Let's go and give it a drive. We're at the end of our day now with this wonderful car behind me that was loaned to us by the Octane Collection, and we're just going to finish up with a few static shots in this studio of theirs. We've been out driving around the lanes of Surrey, and Octane's cars are usually in this studio absolutely perfectly and immaculately presented. This one certainly isn't like that now. I think it's the dirtiest thing that's ever been in here. However, here at Supercar Driver, our strapline is, you've bought it, so now drive it. Well, we haven't bought it, but we've certainly been out driving it. Let's take a closer look at the car. So as you know, this is a Cup car, which was built for the One Make Race series in the late 90s. They built these cars for a period of 4 years. The 1994 cars didn't have the body kit on, you can see here. Didn't have the this design of splitter at the bottom and didn't have that back wing. They looked just more like a regular 993 Carrera 2S. So the body kit and the aero that's on this car sets it out as one of the later cars of the 993 Cup series. Let me show you down here on the wheel too. The brakes differed from the road cars in that they put the calipers and the discs on. These were the big reds, they call them on other cars. They're basically off the turbos of the era, but they put bigger pistons in these calipers for the Cup cars. The wheels are a 3-piece Speedline wheel. The centre section here is made of magnesium for the Cup cars to make it lighter. And they actually come out of they're cast in the same mould as the wheels that you would see on a road RS. But they fill in these holes here, which is where your wheel lugs are on a road car, and then drill the centre out to put the centre locks on for the wheels. So that kind of thing interests me. That I like the way you can see where they've filled in the road car aspect of it and then drilled it out for motorsport. So let's have a look at the oily end of the 993 Cup car, because of course this is where most of the changes are going to be. The engine in the road cars is a 3.6. This has been taken out to a 3.8 for the Cup car series. It's all been blueprinted and balanced. It takes it up to about 310 horsepower instead of the 270 for the road cars. You don't see much difference in here. We've not got a road car type filter, we've just got a cone on the back. All the intake plumbing is all plastic on here. That'd all be aluminium on the road car. What else can't we see? We've got a limited slip diff in, of course, on this, which is 40% lock-up on acceleration, 65% lock-up on deceleration. Give the car a little bit of stability and traction, but not too tight because that introduces understeer. What else? In the gearbox, the synchromesh on this has changed a little bit. They actually changed the chamfer angle on the synchromesh rings to 120 degrees from, I think it was 110 in the road RSs. That just lets you change gear that little bit quicker without it graunching. Not much more to see under there. It's a typical Porsche engine, really. Let's have a little look inside this car. All of the Cup cars were bought at the Porsche race department at Weissach. Completely stripped out in here. There's no carpet, there's no roof lining. Hope you can hear that. It wouldn't have had this passenger seat in, of course. It was built as a race car. You only need one seat, so we put this in today so that we can take a cameraman out with us. The roll cage here was built by the German company Matter, but then actually welded in at the Porsche factory during construction. It's not aftermarket. Of course, very essential part of a car for motor racing. Although we're in the UK and this is a British registered car, I'm on the right-hand side of the car. We don't have any steering wheel here. All the race cars built by Porsche, certainly in that period, they're all left-hand drive. So if I wander around to the other side, we'll climb in and have a look what it looks like from the driver's seat. So climbing into a race car and getting yourself set for a drive isn't the work of a moment. By the time you've got all your straps done up, your harness is on, pulled them all nice and tight, because you just know a car like this is going to be bouncing you around, don't you? So you get yourself all set, nice and secure in this period Recaro seat we've got. The Cup steering wheel here is dished a little bit to bring the rim closer to you so that you can get your lock on quicker without having to reach over here as you would in a road car. You can see it's completely stripped. I love doing this in a Porsche. It's like a drum lid, isn't it? How they get the steel so tight, I don't know. Other manufacturers can't seem to do that. There's obviously nothing in here. We haven't got a radio, just a blank here. We haven't got air conditioning, it's just blank. Got a glove box, but I don't think there's a bottom to it, so don't put anything in. They've turned the dials through about 95 degrees in here, so that on the Rev Counter, where the red line would be is directly up. So out of the corner of your eye as a driver, you don't have to look at the Rev Counter. You'll be able to see when the red needle's straight up, time to change gear. The speedo has also been turned that way, so that the section of the speedometer that's going to be important to you is not hidden by your hand. When I'm here now, I can't see 20, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour because I don't need to. I can see 140, 150, 160 miles an hour. A whole lot more interesting. There's nothing else in here to show you. The car's been stripped. One thing I need to tell you all about roll cages is, if you're going to be driving a car with a roll cage, you really should put a helmet on, even if you're only going down the road. We were a bit naughty not doing that today. The reason being
If you have a little bit of a shunt, you're going to headbutt this and it can do you more of an injury than it's going to save. You wear a helmet when you've got a roll cage. Other than that, there's nothing to show you. It's got the gear lever, steering wheel, 3 pedals and me. That's all you need.
You'll have seen me on a few videos now with Supercar Driver TV, and one thing I always try to get over to you viewers is that there's plenty of you in the club and plenty of other people watching Supercar Driver videos that have got smart cars, and for heaven's sake, get them out on the roads. I've been looking around Octane Collection's warehouse today and they must have 100 cars in there, and they're all beautiful, they're all pristine, and I wanted to get every single one of them out and go and drive them and take them all back filthy, muddy, covered in grit and flies. But people just don't do that. I've had a great time today with this car. I've had a great time when you've seen me on other videos driving cars out on the roads. It's difficult this time of year, we're only a week going to Christmas now. It gets dark early, doesn't get light till late in the morning, so the days don't really give you the opportunity to go on any good road trips. But nonetheless, with the time we've had today and the daylight we've had today, we've had a great time with this Cup car.